Welcome to the Melt Uncut.
We are your hosts.
I'm Isabella.
I'm Sarah, and we're coming to you live from my kitchen table today.
I know, we're no longer on my checkered rug. That's crazy.
I was just thinking today how green everything out here is.
Yeah, we had a good rain yesterday, as Sarah's neighbor was telling us, and everything looks green because of it, and it restarts the cycle
The meteorological.
of the floral.
Yeah, so she was saying she thinks June will actually be a really nice June.
Yes, that like flora-wise.
Flora-wise,
not
yeah.
weather-wise.
Yeah, well, she likes the gray and the clouds and the rain, but it's funny. She's like the sweetest lady who lives up the street. And there's also this old man who's like 90, and they're all neighbors. And so they'll just get in these like hour-long conversations. And so I was getting Isabella from her car. What is that? Oh, I was getting Isabella from her car, and she was in her garden. So we had a little conversation.
Yeah, she's a yapper.
She's a yapper.
Yeah.
But in the best way possible, though. Like, I've learned some really cool things from her.
Yeah, honestly, I learned a lot.
She told me about a street in Queen Anne, which is a neighborhood in Seattle, a couple weeks ago. And apparently this street was built in like the 1910s or 20s. It's called Bigelow Street, I think.
Bigelow. That's fun.
All right. Isn't there like a tea company called Bigelow, I think?
Maybe. It sounds like Piccolo, right?
Yeah.
Bigelow.
But they planted all these beautiful trees that flower in the spring, all in this like Boulevard Avenue situation. And it was before they had to build sidewalks. So it's just this like gorgeous tree lined like private street. I don't know. She said I should walk by there sometime. So
Ooh.
she's also lived here all of her life. Her family's lived here all their life. So like she knows the city like the back of her hand.
Am I sensing a community walk in Bigelow?
Maybe. She told me I should do like a where to take an urban hike at. So might have to do it there.
Ooh, fun. Fun.
So,
well, cool. What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? I'm drinking Trader Joe's Black Cherry Vanilla Sparkling Water with a side of chia seed water, which is applicable to today's episode. What are you drinking?
I'm drinking what you're drinking, plus normal water.
Normal water.
I was also told that I was weird for drinking lukewarm water the other day.
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, no. You need to hear what my best friend does. Because what she does is absolutely heinous.
Hot water?
Yes. And they were like, okay, fine. I give you the pass.
So, I should say that my chia seed water is like warm to hot chia seed water.
No.
And Michael does this thing every night where he'll be like, Sarah, do you have any water on the side of the bed? And I'll hand him my bottle, and it's like hot water. And he's like,
No.
God, he's like, this was not what I wanted. So today in the car, we were driving to the Ballard Farmers Market. He's like, do you have any water with you? I'm like, yeah. So I hand him my warm chia seed water.
No. So not only is it warm, but he gets the chia surprise.
Yeah. He was not thrilled about that.
That is not chia approved. That sounds brutal.
He just smiled and walked by.
Yeah, I turned around and saw his ass. So,
Sorry,
you know.
Michael.
Okay.
Well, what did you do this week? What are your updates?
Ladies, gentlemen, they, thems, and just everyone, everywhere, all at once. I got sucked. Lipo sucked. It happened. So far, like my incision's healing great. The process of being awake for the surgery, unideal. I could go without being awake for that.
Yeah, and just mind you, when we walked into the appointment, I was her like driver plus one, whatever you want to call it. We walked into the appointment, and the girl was like, she's like, yeah, typically people do this under anesthesia. And Isabella just starts chuckling.
Yes. Yeah, Sarah saw way more than she bargained for.
Yeah, I
that
did.
day.
Yeah, I did. And both of us were like, there were these silicone boobs.
They're so fun.
They were so voluptuous, and we were just like throwing them at each other when the doctor wasn't there.
I mean, they had us waiting for like 30, 40 minutes sometimes, and we just chuck a boob at each other.
Yeah.
A silicone boob.
We really can't be trusted.
No, we can't. But yeah, they started like stripping me and coloring me and putting like me in essentially bandanas, and Sarah was just sitting there watching, and I was like,
yep.
But we'll have a full-on liposuction video outside of this.
Okay.
So just major update. I had liposuction. Everything's healing well, except for I was allergic or am allergic to something they used.
Oh, I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Michael's mom had she had a, what did she have? A skin cancer thing removed.
Mm-hmm.
And she had a really bad allergic reaction to the adhesive they put around stitches or something.
Oh.
Did you have any adhesive put on you?
So it's not the adhesive. They're thinking it's the like
The
antiseptic that they used.
Okay.
It's called like I don't know, something.
Something along that nature.
Yeah. So next time I see my surgeon, I am supposed to ask him, hey, what type of antiseptic did you use? And can I have a sample of it? And then I'm supposed to give myself the reaction again.
Okay.
Because it's very commonly used in surgeries. And if I'm allergic to it, it should not be used on me.
Have you had that happen before though? Because you've had a lot of surgeries.
It did not happen for my rhinoplasty, which is my nose job. I had a severe rash with my ankle surgery, but we thought it was the cast from being in the cast for 6 weeks.
Oh.
But now I'm thinking that it was an allergic reaction. We didn't see it for 6 weeks because it was in the cast. And then people thought it was like, oh, just like a bacterial infection from the cast. But it probably was the same allergic reaction that I'm having all over my
That must have been
stomach.
So awful to have it itch in the cast. Like
that was horrible. Like the amount of rulers that I stuck down there. Because it just was so incredibly itchy.
Yeah.
It ended up like blistering everywhere.
Oh, no.
Which my stomach blistered too, but not to the extent that my leg did.
Okay. Yeah, your stomach's looking a lot better today.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going to say a lot better, but it's looking...
From the pictures you showed me of like your daily updates.
It's looking more managed.
Yes, much more managed.
Yeah, she was raging beforehand. But yeah, so basically I had this rash. My coworkers thought that it like might be shingles because it looks like shingles. If you look up shingles, that's what it looks like all over my torso. From like under boob all the way to like pubic area. And then all the way like around my ribs, not on my back, just on my front part of my stomach. So they were like, it's shingles, please go to urgent care. So I went to urgent care on Wednesday and the doctor, bless his heart, very like flamboyantly gay, amazing. My accent is not going to do him justice, but he was like, oh, so I hear you have a little rash. And I was like,
A little.
I pulled out my stomach and he goes, oh, great gods in heavens. And he was like, let me page derm. And I'm like, oh, that's when you know it's good, when they're paging derm.
Yeah.
But yeah, he goes, actually, can I take a picture of this? I promise I'm not going to put it on my Facebook. And I was like, dude, I do not care. Like, you can put it on your Facebook. Just make it stop itching.
Just do anything. Put it on Billboard, Times Square.
Yeah. We can flaunt this on Times Square. We can put it on the Alaska Airlines as their new plane. Like
the safety demonstration video. When you're fastening your seatbelt, it's just
the heinous rash. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So that happened. Then they gave me a tub. And when I say tub, it's 1 pound. It literally says 1 pound on the tub of steroid cream. So I'm just tubbing myself.
Liposuction, now you're getting jacked.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna come out looking like freaking Lance Armstrong. Wait, no, that was the astronaut, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh
No, that was Neil. Or is he the trumpet player?
I don't know. I'm thinking of the guy
Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's super jacked.
Yeah, the Austrian guy.
Okay, yes. That's what I'm gonna
am
look
100%
like.
sure I'm not saying his name right.
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
It just sounds wrong.
That's like my biggest update. Another update is that I had a Dum Dum Girl Club moment. I did not coin Dum Dum Girl Club. That's Maddie Murphy over at the Bad Broadcast. Just want to like give credit where credit is due. But I became, I've always been part of this club, but you know, I contributed to this club when I was at the farmer's market on Saturday, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be fresh and like sustainable and right. And I saw this like milk, and it was like milk with cream on top. And I was like, fantastic. Keep in mind, I'm lactose intolerant. And they're like, oh, do you want a gallon or 32 ounces? And I was like, 32 ounces.
Sign me up.
And I was like, I'm so excited. I'm going to make butter out of this, right? I go home, look up the recipe for butter. Turns out you don't use whole milk. You use something else. I can't even remember. I think it's heavy cream.
Can you
or something?
Can you try it though with all that milk you have?
I can use the like cream on top.
Okay.
I can, but it would make like a pinky nail size of butter. So that was me and my Dum Dum Girl Club. So now I have 32 ounces of like pasteurized, I promise, organic whole milk.
She actually only consumes raw milk here.
I would explode. Not only would the like unholy bacterias get me, but so would the lactose.
You'd lose your security deposit on your rental.
Oh my God. The entire rental would just blow.
If you're eating food and listening to this episode, I'm so sorry. Between rashes and I think we need to put a spoiler disclaimer in our description.
Disclaimer. But yeah, so if you have any suggestions on what to do with 32 ounces of whole pasteurized organic milk, let me know. I was thinking about turning it into buttermilk and making biscuits.
That's a lot of biscuits with 32
well,
ounces.
I'm going to host a picnic next week. And I was like, oh, maybe I could bring biscuits to the picnic. But then they're not vegan.
You're hosting a picnic?
Yeah. Well, you're invited to it.
I'm just kidding.
What? I'm trying to host more girls things. And it was supposed to be sunny, but now it's not. So
you never know, though.
TBD. But a little like picnic at the park with the lake and just fun little treats and sneaky mimosas. Well, it has to be sneaky because you can't have open containers.
Yeah. See, I always want to like have a sneaky mimosa or drink when I'm at your place, but I just can't like drink and then get behind the wheel. Because I mean, you shouldn't do that in general, but like I can have half of a drink and that's it. Yeah. I'm done for the rest of the night. Like I can't operate.
So what I'm hearing is you need to come with Michael. Michael can go to my place and hang out and then can come and pick you up once.
Michael just goes to the girls' picnic.
No. He's not allowed. He can go to my place though. All of the boys are welcome to go to my place and hang out with Soup while the girls have their picnic.
That could be fun. They all like have an anime night or something.
Yeah. I like Mi Casa is Su Casa. But Me Picnic is not Su Picnic.
I heard some Italians at the farmer's market today.
Oh.
Completely like clock them and be like, whoa, like you don't hear Italian that often in Seattle.
Dude, I was at the farmer's market and there were vendors who were speaking Spanish. And then there was this like white chick speaking Spanish to them. And they like side to side to each other. After the white chick left, was like, did you think she spoke Spanish? No, I had no idea. Blah, 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 blah.
And you're just chuckling to
and
yourself.
I'm just like, there's more where that came from.
Like, hola, soy Isabella.
I say
soy
hola,
peruviana.
and then they talk to me in English every time.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not brown enough, and it's frustrating. Okay, my updates were far longer than I thought.
Okay, that's okay.
What are your updates?
My updates. It was Michael's birthday this week.
Feliz
Happy birthday,
cumpleaños.
Tanti Auguri. And we made a cookie cake for him. So his family has this tradition of using like Nabisco chocolate wafers and sandwiching them between whipped cream. And you put them in the fridge and it soaks up all the whipped cream. And it turns into like a cookies and cream cake.
Interesting.
So at first, when they told me about this tradition, I was like, I don't really understand it, but then when you try it, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually really, really good.
Ooh.
And what makes the Nabisco cookies really good is it uses alkalized cocoa, which is the same as Oreo. So it's like cookies and cream Oreo. It's good.
Delish.
However, Nabisco discontinued them. So we have to make our own wafer cookies. So I made wafer cookies at like 11 p.m.
Dang.
on Monday night.
That is commitment.
Yeah, because I forgot to make I forgot you had to make the cookies the night before. So I was doing that.
No.
And then the morning of his birthday, I sandwiched them with so delicious like coconut whipped cream.
Mm-hmm.
And then totally forgot you had to put them in the fridge, not the freezer.
Oh.
So they didn't soak as well, but I just like did it overnight the next day and it was fine.
Yeah.
But delicious. And then we watched La La Land.
Love.
It was really fun.
Actually, wasn't a huge fan of La La Land. I
Really?
don't know. I love like the vibes for you.
Okay, that's like one of our favorite. It's his favorite movie, and like I've come to love it a lot. So like we like sing karaoke with it, and it's fun.
Cute.
So we did that for his birthday. Then we celebrated again, of course, because you can't just celebrate one day.
Never.
We went to the Harvest Beat in Wallingford, and the Harvest Beat is a 5-course prefix vegan dinner.
Yum.
Get this. So it's kind of pricey. It's $135 a person
Okay.
for the non-alcoholic like pairing, or you can do the alcoholic pairing for also $135.
Alcoholic.
Yes.
Duh.
So normally
What a steal.
normally I do that, but my period was supposed to come, and whenever I drink before my period, it's just not a good combination whatsoever. So I did the non-alcoholic and it was really good, but usually when I do the alcoholic, the last time I was literally running in the streets of Wallingford singing The Hills Are Alive, like The Sound of Music.
Okay.
And twirling. So
I have a confession. So there's a sushi and like tap house essentially walking distance from my place. So I met up with someone like maybe over a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got like drunk off my ass. Okay. And we were walking home and I ran up the hill like right before my house and I rolled down it
by yourself.
by myself.
That sounds so fun.
It was so fun.
I don't know why, but like whenever I'm drunk, which is not very frequently, which you think it would be because I get drunk so easily, I just don't drink because I know that's going to happen. The last time I got really, really drunk like that was the last day of our Hawaii trip. I had like 2 Mai Tais. They were strong, girlfriend.
Whoa.
You're strong.
Crazy.
And I just like, we ended up completely spacing by the time we had to return the rental car. So we looked at our watches and we were like, oh my God, like our car is due in 15 minutes. So we're like, okay, let's go. So we're getting in the car, driving over. Michael was like fine to drive. Don't worry. It was just me who was like blacked out. I had to change for the flight in the rental car bathroom. And I was so drunk. I like didn't even use a stall. I was just like stripping in the rental car bathroom
for you.
And then I had to like get my suitcase and like throw it on the top of the rack in like the shuttle, you know? And my suitcase was maybe like 20 or 30 pounds. And like normally when I lift it, I'm like, oh, this is like slightly like a pain in the butt, you know?
Yeah.
But when I was drunk, I'm like, threw it right up, no problem. Like weight doesn't exist. It's weird.
Super Sarah.
Super Sarah. So watch
Cold
out.
doesn't exist when you're drunk.
What doesn't? Cold?
Cold.
No.
Mm-mm. I used to, in Massachusetts, like strut in the tiniest of skirts and tanks and like 20-degree weather and not feel
like,
it.
It feels great out here, like great summer day.
Yeah, like let's go hug a tree.
I did want to read the menu though of the prefix meal because it was so good.
Okay.
So
you might hear me moan. Trigger warning.
It was so good. So when you walk in, they serve you an initial drink. And they gave for alcohol, it was a Lucia Bosio extra dry prosecco from Italy. And for the non-alcoholic, it was a tea situation of lavender echinacea with chamomile, ginger, peppermint, ashwagandha, apricot, and rose petal sparkling elixir with a lemon ice cube.
Okay.
So good. So first and second course that are plated together, Tonemacher Farm asparagus, cumin seed bisque topped with a white asparagus cream alongside a shaved spring vegetable salad with cannellini beans and a radish and a fennel coriander vinaigrette.
Yum.
So it was like a asparagus cumin bisque.
Okay.
One of the best things I've ever tasted. It was so good.
Okay. Remind me of a story about asparagus after this.
Okay. And that was served with a rosé.
Ooh.
And a sweet pea Earl Grey lemonade that's decaf.
Yum.
Yeah, it's delish. Third course was a roasted garlic olive focaccia with a roasted purple carrot and beet hummus, nettle carrot top pesto, and house pickled vegetables topped with pea vines.
Smash.
Smash. That's literally what I said to Michael when we were there. He's like, "Did you just say smash?" I'm like, "Yes, I did." And that was served with a wine from Sardinia, Cananao di Sardinia, something, I don't know. And then a pineapple, tart cherry, rose hip, milk thistle, orange peel, licorice root, sparkling elixir.
This is making me want a glass of wine. We need to do a drunk episode.
I know. Well, that's the issue is whenever we go to your house, I can't drink because I can't drive home. So I think you need to come here.
But like I would sleep over here.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I would sleep over. We would actually
episode.
get drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'd have to sleep over for that. The fourth course was a dream. It was a herbed garlic roasted morel mushroom paella.
Ooh.
With arborio rice, assorted spring vegetables, applewood smoked cauliflower, and Fresno pepper coulis, served with a Syrah and a mint hibiscus, ginger, dandelion root, holy basil, raspberry, strawberry, orange peel, sparkling elixir. Fifth course was a cannoli with almond, lemon poppy seed, custard filling, served with a rhubarb compote.
I love rhubarb.
Rhubarb is so good.
I've been making rhubarb jam literally every week. And I got fresh rhubarb from the farmer's market, and I'm so excited to jam it.
You went to the Redmond Farmer's Market? Do they have the pierogi station at the Redmond Farmer's Market?
They didn't this time, but I came really late.
Okay, yeah. At the Ballard one, they have the pierogi lady. Oh my gosh. We bought some of the caramelized onion potato pierogi today, but they also have strawberry rhubarb pierogi.
Yum. Yum, yum,
Yeah,
yum, yum, yum.
it was
yum.
delicious. So,
Okay, sorry. Asparagus story. Do you have anything?
I have 2 more things on my updates.
Oh, yeah.
But short. But tell us your asparagus story. Don't be shy.
Okay. I was at the grocery store yesterday.
Okay.
Because what I didn't get at the farmer's market, I got at the grocery store.
Okay.
And there's these guys who were like hooting and hollering, and they were being funny. Like, let's be so real. They were funny. And they're like looking for this worker because they can't find the asparagus. And I'm like, buy the blueberries. And the asparagus is literally right there. And they asked the worker, like, hey, do you guys have any asparagus? And the worker is like, I don't know. I'll check. And I go, and I just point. I don't say anything because I'm socially awkward. And I just point at the asparagus. And they look at me and they're like, oh my God, you're an angel. And they're like, dang, this is why we need a woman. Gotta love the like casual sexism.
Yeah.
But it was funny.
Yeah.
Because it was literally right there.
Just, dude, asparagus. We ate so much asparagus last week. My pee smelled like asparagus for so many days.
That scene from Elf where they're like, how about a book about asparagus?
Oh, and the kids were self-conscious about the way their pee smelled.
Yes. The asparagus children.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up my updates really quick here. I was on the news this week.
Ooh,
hooray!
I still need to see the clip.
I actually just got it like an hour ago.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'll send it to you, and my dad really
Yay.
wants to see it too. But that was really cool. It was really fun. I went to the Como Plaza in Seattle.
Cool.
And got to sit underneath the lights, and I got interviewed by Tyra Majors, I think her name
I thought you were going to say Tyra Banks.
No. Well, she told me her name was Tyra. I'm like, Tyra Banks? I'm like, is she a newscaster? I just like genuinely don't know celebrities at all. Supermodel. She's a supermodel?
Tyra Banks is, yeah.
See, I just don't. Like when you said Lance Armstrong, and then I said Neil, like I literally don't know famous people.
Oh gosh.
Anywho, it was with Tyra Majors. She was amazing. She's also from San Diego.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, I'll share that link. And then I also got my period this week, which made me cancel a lot of plans I was really looking forward to. But thumbs up. That's okay. I got to read and knit, so it was okay.
Okay.
Yay. So let's hop on in.
Sweet.
To our topic of the day, our hot takes on wellness trends, what we're on board or off board with. And
Okay.
we kind of have just like a running list here, and we were thinking maybe we just go through them and talk about them and our opinions on them.
Heck yeah. I'm super excited about this.
I am too. There's a lot of fun ones on here, and we're going to start off with a bang,
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
The
Dina,
Oura
tell me.
ring.
Okay. Smash or pass?
I have had, well, let's preface first. An Oura ring is like a health biometric tracker ring.
It's like an Apple Watch, but a ring, and it doesn't
Yeah.
give you the time.
Exactly. But like you have access to like your sleep data, stress data, all this other stuff, whatever. I'm gonna say I'm like in between a smash or pass.
Okay, I'm a hard smash.
Your hard smash.
Yep.
Okay.
I love my Oura ring.
I do too. However, I think it's making me feel ways.
Why?
Like if I go to bed, let's say I stay up too late reading and I have a really fun night reading, I'm like, shoot, I'm going to look at my sleep score in the morning and be so upset with myself.
Really?
Yeah. And then I wake up with like a 70 sleep score and I'm like, I just like screwed my entire day. And then I get like in my head about it. This is the thing. Isabella over here, this queen gets like 85, 90, 95 sleep scores. I don't know how she does it.
Okay, that's not true since I started the job. However, yesterday, the past 2 days, I've been going to bed really early.
Yeah, you went to bed at 8:30 last night.
Yeah, I was just going to pull up our scores to compare because you can like...
I don't think I wore mine last night though because I've like stopped wearing it at night because it just makes me so upset about the next day. And then it tells me my resilience level has like completely fallen. I'm like, I genuinely feel so good and so healthy and so like in love with life right now, where it's just like not reflecting what my Oura ring's telling me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like your mind and body are not connected.
I don't know though. Like my body feels fine. It's just like the Oura ring telling me it's not.
Yeah.
I will say though, I really do like the cycle tracking and I
love it.
really like tracking my basal body temperature. That is so helpful because it literally tells you the day your period's going to come. And if you're someone like me who gets really, really painful periods, and before we go any further, I love you all. Please don't send me your recommendations on things to do because I've literally tried every single thing under the sun. I've done acupuncture. I've seen so many doctors and it's beyond help at this point. So I'm just accepting pain and demise at this point. Anywho, it's really helpful to be able to plan for when that day of pain is going to hit. But yeah, I mean, activity's fun, I guess. The activity scores.
So I know that like the Apple Watch or like the Fitbit or even Tempur-Pedic mattresses do very similar things.
Yeah.
But I love the look of the ring.
I love the look of it.
Much more than the watch. Like I like wearing dainty little watches.
Yeah.
I love that like with a Tempur-Pedic mattress, like you have to be sleeping on it for it to be like tracking you. So like I love that I don't have to be sleeping on it.
You have a Tempur-Pedic? No. Okay.
No. One of my coworkers does.
Okay.
And like I don't know. I love the like fashion meets function aspect of it. I love the readiness score. I love the sleep. I love the cycle tracking. I love the heart rate. I love the stress. One of my friends gets seizures and she's able to track kind of like her seizure episodes, especially when she's having, I forgot what they're called, but they're seizures, but she's not realizing she's having them and, absent-minded seizures.
Okay.
And like people around her aren't realizing that she's having them. She kind of just like stares, right? So she's able to track that a lot. Like I'm a huge fan of it. And I like that you charge it maybe once every 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, the charging thing is great.
Because like with my Apple Watch, I had to charge it either in the morning or overnight, but it had to be charged every day.
Versus this is nice.
Yeah, I love that this isn't, I don't know. I like genuinely really, really like it. The cycle tracking for me at least is really accurate, but I do have very consistent cycles.
Yeah. Same for me.
And I would say that like the sleep and the readiness, I don't really let it affect me. If it's like poor, okay, great. If it's good, then like, okay, great.
Yeah.
I read it and I'm like, okay, that's like cool to know, but I don't really
like adhere to it. I think it would be, you finish.
My issue is that I have to go to work, right? Like I have to live my life. I have to do my things. Yeah. So it doesn't really matter what my readiness, like I rarely look at my activity level. I rarely look at my readiness. I really want to know how my sleep was, what my cycle was, and how my heart rate is doing. Yeah. And it was really interesting when I started Prozac to see that my heart rate increased. But then over time, my body has become more accustomed to the Prozac. Yeah. And my heart rate has dropped again. Yeah. So like that aspect of it, I think is so interesting.
Yeah. It actually, I will say too, when we were in Telluride with the higher elevation, it did affect my heart rate and my sleep every night because of that's how the altitude was affecting me. Like I thankfully didn't feel nauseous or anything, but I was getting horrible sleep. But I think to your point of like, if you get a bad sleep score, it doesn't matter. You need to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
I think the difference is you have such a set schedule of you need to be a place at a certain time to teach a class versus like I don't.
Yeah.
Like I just make my schedule. So if I get like a 50 sleep score and I'm like, my day's ruined.
Yeah.
And I guess I'll just cancel all the things I need to film today and just like do it tomorrow when I'm feeling better. And then I just get more stressed.
Yeah.
So I think if I actually had like an office job I had to be at, it would be a completely different story. But I think just like the flexibility of my own job, it like can really like impact me.
Yeah.
Like mentally.
My weekdays are pretty inflexible.
Yeah.
So like it doesn't really, I mean, it matters to the sense of like, okay, I know that I'll be like a little bit better of a teacher today because I got more sleep. But yeah, I also love the like deep sleep tracking and the REM sleep. I find it to be very accurate. And those who say that like, oh, it doesn't like me, or like, oh, it doesn't track my deep sleep, I genuinely think that you're just not accustomed to getting deep sleep.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's the Oura ring. I think it might be you.
You are the problem.
Well, it's not that you are the problem, but it's that like maybe you need to look at the way that you sleep and your sleeping habits a little bit more. And maybe that's what the ring is telling you.
Yeah. I do think it's very accurate. I will say. I think that's maybe my issue sometimes with it. Alas, though, what is this? Oh, okay. I just got a notification for a large transaction detected. I'm like, I bought a camera. It's coming tomorrow.
Oh, dude, I have a dream camera.
Do you? Is it the Fujifilm?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
How do you know?
Because I saw someone posted about it on Instagram, and I'm like, that is a beautiful camera.
It is like literally
so
$2,000.
We were looking at it at the restaurant this week.
Yeah, but I've wanted it for since, because they have the XII or VI or something. Like I've wanted it since the X version, not the newest version.
What if down the road we buy it together and we split it?
I mean, that would work if we live close to each other.
We might in the next year. Big hint. Big hint.
Yeah, that's really dependent on someone.
And something. We basically need things in our own lives to align to.
Yeah. So Sarah has something in her life that needs to align. I have something in my life that needs to align. Cough, cough. You know who you are.
You know who you are. You said blueberries.
Yeah, so. You did say blueberries. You listen.
Okay. So that's our general take on the Oura ring, I guess we can say.
Okay. Morning matcha latte. Smash or pass?
Major smash. Every single morning. I have really quick going back to Oura ring. That's my last point I was going to say about it. So for example, I went to bed at like 12 o'clock, 12:30 last night, staying up late reading. Okay. I was reading Onyx Storm and the newest book by Emily Henry, Great Big Beautiful Life or something like that. I can't remember.
There's another one?
Yeah. It just came out like a few weeks ago.
I have to read it.
Yeah. It just came out. We can book club it if you want. I'm not very far. Okay.
I just finished Assassin's Blade 2, so it's perfect.
Okay. I'm proud of you.
We'll have to talk
about
that. I'm
happy
to get over that hump in my life.
But anyways, I went to bed super late last night and my body naturally woke me up at 6:40. I had so much energy. I felt so good.
Yeah.
I didn't have my ring on though, so I can't tell you what my sleep score was. But I bet you it would have been super low because I just didn't get that much sleep, but I had so much energy. Maybe it was adrenaline. I don't know. But anywho.
Well, like that's immediate energy. Like, how have you felt throughout the day?
Great.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Like, I feel good.
I don't know. I got 10 hours of sleep and I was in bed for 10 hours and 45 minutes.
I think the last time I've gotten that much sleep was after a international flight.
Well, I don't know.
And I had food poisoning.
I literally don't, this weekend specifically, I don't know what's happened, but like 8 rolls around and my eyes get heavy. And I'm like, instead of like, oh, I'll watch an episode or something. I haven't been watching TV. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
And instead of like scrolling through my phone like I normally do, I either pull out my book and read a chapter.
Okay.
Or I literally just grab my cat, shove her under the blanket, and fall asleep.
That is queen energy right there. That's impressive. I wish I can be on that level.
Like when you're tired, listen to it.
Yeah. I'm just never tired. I have like so much energy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's wild. Anywho.
Okay.
How about morning matcha latte for you? Smash. That's like, it has become an essential morning routine.
What is that matcha that I got us?
Tea bar
from
matcha?
Portland.
Yeah.
divine.
It's so good.
I like didn't know the difference between good matcha and not good matcha. The difference is that good matcha tastes a lot more earthy,
yeah.
in my opinion. It's phenomenal.
It's so good. I've been having mine with minor or major figures milk. I can't remember which one it was. And homemade blueberry syrup.
Ooh.
It's so good.
I'm going to try mine tomorrow with real milk.
Okay.
I'm going to have a lactate because I cannot be blowing up at work, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We don't have single stalls.
Oh, yeah, no.
It's all like shared, and
Yeah.
it's shared with the students too.
Oh, that's
So,
really
like,
sad. You don't want your students knowing.
I can't.
Yeah.
I walk in there and someone blows it up and I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you?
This is a shared space.
Yeah, like you can't be doing that.
Oh, so good. But yeah, all those people you see on social media totally romanticizing their morning matcha lattes. I think we're two of those people.
I wouldn't say I romanticize mine.
Oh, I heavily romanticize. Not on social media. I like will take one picture of it, but I don't.
I get up, I heat my water. If I'm lucky I have enough time to make the matcha, I throw it into a to-go cup and I like stumble into my car.
Okay.
And drive to work.
No, it's a whole ceremony for me. it's a thing. I do that, and then I sit on my iPad for like 10 minutes and scroll Pinterest, and it's so nice. You have more of a chaotic morning than I do.
Recently, I've been making the matcha or whatever I'm making, whatever I have time for. Sometimes it's just a bag of tea. Sometimes it's like I have time to whisk the cha. Get in my car. I call. You know who I call. And then,
you know who you are.
Yeah, you know if I talk to you every morning. And then I get to work.
Okay. Love. This one makes me laugh a lot, and I don't know the name for this one, but do you know the name?
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
It's the red light facial mask thing that you plug in and like strap it to your face, and it makes you look like a monster.
But it's like red light or blue light or green light or like.
But it's one of those ones you see on like reels, and it's like if someone breaks into my house, I'm gonna put this on and like scare the living daylights out of them. That thing. I don't know what it's called, so if you know, let us know. I think that's going to be
I'm curious. I want one. I'm not going to lie.
I want to like know if it actually does anything significant.
So 2 of my friends at home use them.
Okay.
And they say that they've noticed, and they like one of them has had her battles with acne.
Yeah.
And she says that she notices a difference in her skin, that it's glowy and retains more moisture.
Interesting.
And like,
how much are they though? Like, is it really worth the cost?
That's what I don't know. I know that they live together, so they went halvesies.
Okay.
So like that makes the cost a little bit better. But yeah, I do want one, dare I say.
Okay.
I would wear it while driving or something.
Oh, it looks ridiculous.
Imagine driving to your commute in the morning
and you like stare at the person in the car next to you.
Looking over and seeing me with one of those masks.
I think you would cause many accidents. It's like there is a Star Wars character in the car next to me right now.
Why is the Jedi there? What is happening?
Yeah, so I really can't say if I'm a smash or a pass on that because I just don't know enough about them other than that they're ridiculous.
I really want one. If someone wants to send one to me,
maybe,
I'll give you
they
my
do
address.
Partnerships sometimes. What if we try and get one for the podcast?
Oh,
us and our 200 followers on Instagram.
I'll tag them.
Okay, we'll tag them.
I'll make one that looks out of toilet paper that looks like it.
Yeah,
and be like, this could be you.
This could be us. Okay, the Botox, and medical procedures.
Okay, so obviously I'm a smash
You're a
with
smash.
medical procedures. I've had a rhinoplasty. I've had liposuction. I would like to get Botox. I'm all about it.
Love. For me, I would say in general, I have no opinion. I think everyone should do what they want to do. For me, myself, and I'm probably a pass.
Gotcha.
I'm just more of a natural girly. But I actually have been thinking recently because I did find a gray hair.
Oh,
I know. I was like, oh my gosh. It's that time.
I found my first gray when I was 22. I was the director of the child care.
Okay, yeah.
And that's where I found my first gray.
Yeah, so it's like made me think about some stuff this week. But I'm like, if I like start turning gray, like in my 40s, late 30s, whatever it is, like would I dye my hair? Because I've never dyed my hair before.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. Like, I think you have so many years to be gray. Like, why not try something different? And also, my aunt, who's 80 something now, she dyed her hair red for literally up until like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And like, that was just her signature look.
Yeah. Yeah. It's shocking seeing her not with red hair.
Yeah. It was very shocking when she decided to stop dyeing it. I was like, whoa. Yeah. Like, I've only known you with red hair.
Right?
Like, what do you mean? Like, old people don't have red hair. But I also see those pictures of like people who have really beautiful, like long gray hair.
Oh, like fairy silver hair.
Yeah. And I kind of think that would be really pretty too. So I don't know. I could see it going a lot of different ways. But I think personally, for me, I'm probably a pass on the talks and medical procedures.
Yeah. I am of the mindset that like, if you have the means, and this is something that like will make you better,
or bring
in the
you joy,
sense that like, not like you'll look better, but you'll feel better because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? Maybe not a BBL, because those are actually really, really dangerous. But like, why not? Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, obviously. Hi, hello, poster child for procedures.
Hi, hello, poster child.
But yeah, along the lines of hair, though, I'm finally getting a CLB.
What is that? What is that? Tell us what that is.
A see you next Tuesday. Wink, wink.
I still don't know what that is.
A see you.
Oh.
Tuesday.
Okay.
Little Bob CLB. CLB.
Okay. So
see you next Tuesday.
Okay. Little Bob. Okay.
Yeah. On Tuesday. Very excited.
She's getting a shorter bob.
Yes.
Is what that means. In case it's hard to hear.
I'm going to Lash and Wax Boutique, seeing my girl Jacqueline. Shout out to her. I'll take a picture and post it.
Yeah, you better post it. I'm excited to see.
Yeah, tiger.
Yay.
Okay.
It'd be cute.
Cold plunges, saunas.
I'm in between on cold plunges.
Okay.
A major smash on saunas.
Dude, smash on saunas. Honestly, smash on cold plunges if I can get out of the bitch phase.
Yes. I think they feel fantastic. And like I always feel really good after them. It's just like the anxiety beforehand eats me alive.
See, there needs to be a sauna at the end of the cold plunge.
Yes.
There needs to be, or a hot tub. There needs to be, if it's a cold plunge, like, okay, for example, I'm technically cold plunging every time I shower because of my rash. I'm not supposed to have hot water on me. So I have cold water. So I'm showering with cold water. It is absolutely miserable. And there's no heat afterwards to bring like joy to my day. It is just like nipple hardening, piercingly, nipply cold.
Oh, just like, especially because your house is chilly too.
Yes.
Like that would be hard.
It sucks. Maybe that's why I'm going to bed so early.
Yeah, maybe you're just like, well, time to just suffer through another night.
Yeah.
Where's he going? Yeah, I don't know. We did a cold plunge one time. We did a walk and then a cold plunge in April in Seattle. It was like a 50-degree pouring rain day. We did it in Puget Sound too.
Yeah.
So the water was 48 degrees, maybe. And I was stood in the water for like 8 minutes.
That's
I don't know
impressive.
how. And then we proceeded to walk to a brewery. And Michael looked at me and he's like, your lips are purple.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, we should probably go home now.
Yeah, that's really impressive. The science behind it is iffy.
Yeah.
However, if it brings you joy, makes you a better person, why not? If you feel better because of it, why not?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, there are some papers, there is some research that shows that it helps with things like postpartum anxiety and what is it? Postpartum rage,
Really?
actually, specifically.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
I have heard that women don't need as cold as temperatures as men do to get the same like benefits.
I accept that. I
Yeah.
like that statement.
I like that statement too.
Yeah, men suffer.
Okay, health juices and smoothies.
I mean, smash just
Smash.
solely on flavor.
Yeah,
I
solely
love.
on flavor. Even when we were in, well, I find myself when we're in a warmer climate, like I just crave it.
That's yes.
Yeah, like in San Diego, I was like on or off about it. Like I just didn't really care either way. But when we were in Hawaii in March, I was getting like health juices like every morning, every afternoon, smoothies. Like I couldn't get enough, and my skin has never looked better.
Dude, in San Diego, I was like a smoothie whore.
Yeah.
I had smoothie every day.
Yeah. But it was like, I don't know, when it was like cloudy and stuff, I just didn't really want a smoothie.
That's fair. But I mean, most of the year, I wanted a
it's
smoothie.
fine.
Acai bowls.
Acai bowls. Oh. What was the
From
place
the
we
Mad
liked? The Mad
Beat?
Beat in PB.
Yes.
If you're ever in Pacific Beach in San Diego, go to the Mad Beat and get the
Oh.
Beyonce or the Tupac Shakur is really good too.
That place is just so good.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of crack they put in their acai,
I don't
but
know. It's delicious
it's
though. Like
their
they
green
make their own granola.
juices are divine as well. I love a good green juice.
I love a good
I love
green
a
juice,
good
too.
earthy, celery, spinachy, like gingery
Yeah.
green juice.
I've been a big like celery, beet, ginger,
Ooh.
apple, orange.
Ooh.
Actually, no apple, just orange. Orange, beet, celery.
Okay, a little
ginger.
extra citrus.
Yeah.
Do you do peel or no peel with citrus?
No peel.
Okay, because the peel would make it really bitter.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, no peel. I peel
Okay.
it first. So yeah, major smash on health juices. I actually, that's the biggest thing for me where I've noticed a change in my skin is when I'm consuming juices.
Oh, okay. Maybe you need more like fructose. Glucose?
I don't know.
know.
I don't eat enough fruit as it is. I don't think. Like
Yeah.
I love berries. Like I just don't like apples that much. I'm not a big banana girl unless it's in a smoothie.
I love apples. I love berries.
I love
Blueberries.
berries.
I eat like maybe 3 pounds.
Yeah.
Like 3 pounds of blueberries a week.
Yeah.
The amount of tins of blueberries
Where
that
do you
I
get
go
your
through.
blueberries? The bargain market?
Bargain market. No, grocery outlet. bargain market. Or the farmer's market if they have them.
Yeah, they're so expensive though at the farmer's market.
I know.
I usually get them at Traders.
I kind of just accept the farmer's market is expensive,
Yeah.
and I tell myself that the money is going to a good cause.
It is. It is. I was girl mathing today, and I'm like, well, we're supporting local farms and local people, so everything's basically free. So girl math.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's see.
Healing and natural supplements. Smash on healing.
Okay, before we go to healing, healing supplements. Get it? Okay,
Okay.
no. So privilege alert. New. It's going off. Okay. I did not realize that there was such thing as orange juice concentrate.
Orange juice concentrate.
It's like, you know how
oh yeah. There's like how they make orange juice.
no, well,
Most
you know how
orange
there's like
juices.
cans of cranberries.
Yes.
And like you get the can of cranberry and
Yeah.
it's like gel.
Yeah, they dilute orange juice to make it cheaper, right?
But do you like it's gel. It's
Yeah.
literally jello.
Yeah.
It's like orange juice jello from a can. And you pop out the orange juice jello and it wiggles about and then you put water in it and that's your orange juice.
Yeah.
What? Okay. So California, we have orange trees. We had orange trees in our backyard.
Yeah.
We very frequently had fresh squeezed orange juice from oranges. Not orange juice concentrate. That's crazy.
Where are you getting orange juice concentrate at?
The person I'm talking to uses it.
Really?
And I was like,
Oh.
what are you touching right now? I was shocked. And I mean, it makes sense. Now that I know, I'm like, okay. But it just was shocking.
Maybe this is a big privilege thing too. Is this a normal thing?
So
Because I think it's cheaper to just go to Trader Joe's and get like a $2.99.
the orange juice concentrate back in the early 2000s and like mid 2000s was part of WIC,
Okay.
which is our food stamp.
Yeah.
So like you couldn't get orange juice, but you could get orange juice concentrate
Interesting.
if you were on WIC. So it is a privilege thing. That's why I said privilege alert and like
Yeah.
yeah.
But I just have never really heard of that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I've wild. Well, not wild. It makes sense, but like it's just crazy that I'd never heard of it.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so
And we're over here talking about like $12 breast juice.
I know. Privilege alert.
Yeah, major
New,
privilege
new,
alert.
new.
Yeah.
Okay, Healing / natural supplements.
Smash on healing. We do like to heal in this group.
Honestly, I'm going to say smash because liposuction, right? So a month before liposuction, I started taking arnica pill and milk thistle and this wound vitae thing that I found on Amazon that has like a bunch of different like turmeric and things like that.
Yeah.
So I started taking that a month before. Liposuction, great. I'm healing, apart from the rash, like I'm healing fantastically. My wounds, my 2 wounds, phenomenal. And my bruising is extremely minimal for what liposuction bruising normally looks like. I mean, I took Tylenol the first day and a half and stopped taking Tylenol after that and was just like living my life.
Yeah.
You know? So like I'm a big arnica girly. I'm a big turmeric girly. Loving the milk thistle for a liver detox.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
Is there anything, this might sound stupid, is there anything for kidney detox? Like herbs for kidney detox?
Totally.
From all the ibuprofen I take?
I don't know what they are, but
okay, I'll have to go look this up. I never even thought about that until you just said that.
Yeah. So I'm a big smash. Obviously, like, do your research, and I'm not telling you to take arnica and milk thistle without doing your research and consulting your doctor.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that that's what worked for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I've had things where I have used natural supplements in the past, it's never really been super successful. But I will say this last period, it was like a little bit more painful than usual. I made like an infusion of red raspberry leaf, nettles, and chrysanthemum. And that stuff kind of worked like magic.
Oh, that's another thing. Red raspberry leaf tea.
Yeah.
I was doing it before my procedure and after my procedure, as well as chamomile. And I used to, like Sarah, used to have very, very painful cycles, very, very painful periods. Like I would throw up from the pain. It was not okay. And I did Vitex berry, which is chasteberry, chasteberry.
I tried that for so long
and
too.
red raspberry leaf tea. And I did that for 4 or 5 months, and now like my periods are fine. Maybe day 1 I feel cramping.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm like HOTTOGO.
Yeah. That's literally how it is for me. It's like day 1, it's like maybe cramping level of like 5 or 6, but like in the last 1 or 2, it's been like 7 to an 8, which is, I know, just the point where you're just like, I'm in enough pain where I'm not gravy baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, once you hit the 9 or 10, you're like, okay, I'm gonna throw up right now.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay, rolling out and stretching.
Okay, so this I put this my Pilates journey. My Saturday classes, I do like an intense class first, and then I follow it up with like a rolling out stretching class. And
I would love to take that class with you.
It is so good. The instructor is like really knowledgeable about like fascia and like your chakras and holding like places where you hold trauma in your body. And she'll like be really good about like, oh, we're rolling over this. Like, do you feel heat in this area? Right? Like that's like actually a release of trauma or a release of, it's really interesting.
Okay. Yeah. When are you going next?
I go every Saturday.
Every Saturday. Okay. So we're going to take a ballet class and then we're going to go roll out our trauma.
It's so good. And it feels like I'm getting massaged every week because I'm essentially self-massaging.
Yeah.
And the benefits. Back pain has ceased, which is amazing.
Wow. I've
had shoulder problems since February 2024. I tore my shoulder.
When did you do that?
Climbing.
Really?
I didn't like officially go to the doctor or anything, but I mean, I heard a tear and it has not been fine. And like, I still feel it, but it's definitely a lot better. And like, I'm happier, if that makes sense.
The trauma's been released.
And like, my dreams aren't as traumatic anymore.
Okay.
So it's really interesting.
Great.
And this totally could be like pseudoscience with the whole trauma thing. But I mean, I don't know. I trust the research that she's done.
I will go. Sign me up.
It's
I love
so
a good
good.
stretch.
It's so good. It's really just rolling out and like some light stretching. And
Okay.
yeah.
Love it. Yeah. I'm a big stretching, rolling, sign me up, cracking my back.
Well, it like really increases blood flow.
Yeah.
Which is really important for longevity. So if you
Yes.
look at cultures that tend to have longer lifespans, such as Asian, like certain Asian cultures, a lot of their practices of like going outside barefoot and like tapping from the legs, arms into the core and things like that, all increase blood flow, which is literally contributing to their longevity.
Yeah. Yeah. That was even in the Blue Zone
I haven't seen
documentary.
that.
Oh, you need to watch it. It's so good. Just like movement.
Yes.
Overall movement, stretching,
Yes.
sitting on the floor, getting back up,
And like
squatting.
strength training and
Yeah.
things like that, and being able to just move and do your everyday life.
Yeah.
I mean, you need flexibility. You need to stretch your muscles to be able to do that.
It's so important.
So like this is something that I'm committed to lifelong, right?
Yes.
I'm trying to live to 101.
Me too.
3 centuries. 3 centuries.
3 centuries. Okay, let's do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. 20th, 21st, and
First one to
22nd.
go first loses.
You're going down.
You're going
bitch. It's going to be 2099.
Oh
Like,
God.
Right? Like 2100 is right around the corner.
Remember those days on TikTok?
And I'm going to get you. I'm going to suffocate you or something. Just kidding. I
Take that. I made it.
won't. Be like 2 minutes before midnight.
Yep.
No, let's make it together.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm in. Smash.
Okay. Smash. Hell yeah.
I think that we can pair these two together. Getting upside down and legs up against the wall.
Yeah. Blood flow, circulation.
Drop it like it's hot.
My mom is really, really good about like getting her legs up for circulation. And she's had, what are those? I don't mean to say ugly, but those like vascular veins.
Oh, varicose.
Varicose veins. Yeah. And I don't mean ugly, just like different.
Tell me how you really feel.
I mean, whatever. I'm keeping this in.
No,
It's
see,
uncut.
coming from the girl who passes on cosmetic surgeries, it's fine to age. Aging is completely acceptable. We're human beings. It's the smash the talks girl over here.
But yeah, so basically
We love you.
She's really, really good about putting her legs up. Which helps with like varicose veins and that blood flow. And she does this every day, and she's very, very active, and she's got that longevity going. What?
You're just funny. That's all. Okay, hot girl walks. So the girl who actually started those, her name's Mia. I forgot her last name. She actually
Thermopolis Rinaldi.
she copyrighted it.
Did she?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, are we allowed to say that then?
I don't know. I mean, I doubt she's gonna hear this.
Okay, so hear me out. I don't go on hot girl walks unless it's summertime. During the winter and fall and spring, it's sad girl walks.
Well, do you know like what the hot girl walk is?
Isn't it just walking?
You're like walking 4 miles and you have to like be manifesting or thinking of your manifestations for the entire 4 miles.
Oh, I thought it was like putting on a cute little set.
Well, it's that too.
And like
It's that too.
looking cute and just going out and strutting your stuff around the block.
It's that too. But you're also like deeply manifesting and being like your dreams. Like, I want to go to Hawaii. Okay, what does this trip to Hawaii look like? Like, what time of year? Who am I with? What do I look like? What am I wearing? Like, it's like a whole thingy-mabobber.
So are you smashing this or passing?
I have interesting emotions on this one,
Because
actually.
I'm hardcore passing that.
Yeah, I'm kind of passing it. Like, I think the idea, I use walking as like a meditation more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I like, it's fun to go the distances and have it be more of a fitness thing, but I do it mostly for the meditation and for like the mental space it puts me in after. Like, I go out to walk without any expectations of like what I'm feeling or what to think in mind. Like, I just let the thoughts drift.
Yeah, I go out to walk to just touch grass and breathe.
Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to make something that I find really enjoyable into something that's really like needs to have an outcome. You know?
Yeah. Like walks to me are just mind numbing.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at the trees and leaves
Yep.
and say hi to the
Yep.
fairies, and thank the trees.
Yeah. So we're passing.
I'm passing on
hot girl walks. Okay.
I'm not passing on my version. I'm smashing my version of hot girl walks. Which is putting on a cutie little set, maybe putting on some tunes and just,
vibing,
maybe a little coffee in hand.
Yeah. Okay. So urban hiking.
Also, sad girl walks, love. Not sad as in like, I'm sad. Sad as in seasonal affective disorder.
Yeah.
And this is to prevent sad.
Yeah. I will say this winter I got out probably every single day. And I didn't really experience sad this year. Versus I was very in the sad trenches in 2023.
Me
2024.
too.
It was bad.
Me too. And I really didn't. I don't think I got out like every day this year. I mean, I guess I went to work. So I think maybe working in person really helps. Yeah. But I mean, I mentally have been really good. We're gonna knock on wood.
Yeah, we're gonna knock on wood. We can skip the next one and actually just go to CBD cream.
Okay, CBD cream lotion. I've never used it.
Smash.
Okay.
Yeah. There is I guess for anyone listening, I was always very, 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 very against weed marijuana use, basically my entire life. And then I had like a, oh my God moment. I'm like, could I use this instead of taking 10 to 15 ibuprofen in a day to help with pain for my period? And I asked my doctor and she's like, I'm not going to tell you one way or another, but like, if you want to experiment with it and try it, go for it.
Hell yeah.
So I did, and it was incredible. So
your doctor sounds like a girl's girl.
Yeah,
and I love her.
She was.
That.
Well, this was in San Diego. I saw her once. Don't even remember what her name was.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you. But like that really opened my mind with like a lot of different things that could work. And so one of them is like CBD cream and lotion or balms. And someone that Michael works with, they own a company called Ron's Balms and Botanicals, I think. But they're local to like PNW area, Seattle, Washington. I think they're up north towards Mukilteo, but they make a fantastic lavender CBD balm and mint CBD balm. So I use those when I'm having some crampies, and they actually really do help.
Yeah.
So I can take like on day 2 when I'm like still crampy, but like not too bad. I just like put a little balm on, have a little red raspberry leaf tea, pop like 2 ibuprofen, and I'm chilling.
Okay. See, I'm a child of eczema.
Yeah.
So like I don't venture.
Yeah.
I got my CeraVe, I got my Cetaphil, and I got my La Roche-Posay.
Yep.
And I can't use them consecutively because then my skin will get used to them. So I have to rotate between the 3. Yep. It's like really down to a science at this point. I actually, child of eczema story. When I was at urgent care, the doctor was like, yeah, I'll prescribe you a pound of triacylomycone, whatever, right? And I go, okay, what percentage? And he goes, 0.1. And I was like, I use 0.5 currently. And he goes, don't you mean 0.05? And I was like, no. No, I am steroid resistant. I use 0.5. And he was like, oh. And then did some calls and he's like, you can't get a tub of that, darling. And I was like, dang it. So now I'm on 0.1%.
Bummer.
It's okay. I'm less likely to get TSW from that. So
what is that?
Topical steroid withdrawal.
There you go.
Which I do not want.
No.
And I'm a little concerned I'll get because I'm slapping on a pound worth of steroid cream on me until this rash goes away, which is supposed to take up to 4 weeks. Oh, by the way, never said what it was. Contact dermatitis. Literally F that.
Hooray. I feel like this would be a good opportunity to add in that little like sound effect of hooray.
Can I do that?
Maybe.
Recording info.
I don't know. We're gonna see if we can do that. While she figures that out.
Clapping.
No way, really?
Is it clapping?
I don't know. Is there cheering or something?
Pause. Play.
Well, we didn't hear that. So if you heard that.
Interesting.
Fun. Okay. Hydration. Remember the chia seed and the water trend? That I have currently.
Hold on.
I don't hear these.
I don't hear
Okay, maybe they're playing on the other end and you guys hear them.
Okay.
Chia seeds in water. I'm really trying this for skin health. I hear chia seeds have a lot of omegas.
Wait, I had to put live. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Why were we clapping?
Because you're eczema.
Eczema. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Okay,
Great.
continue.
I'm gonna try the chia seeds in water again because they're high in omegas, right? Omega-3s. So we're gonna see how this does with skin health.
It's also good for poopies.
It is high in fiber. I once took a full on bag of chia seeds with me to Europe because I like have really bad issues when we're traveling where I just can't go to the bathroom. And like Los Angeles TSA, LAX TSA pulled me over and they're like, "What are you doing smuggling this amount of chia seeds
What do you
into
mean
London?"
smuggling? It's chia seeds.
I mean, I don't think people are traveling with like that amount of chia seeds ever, you know?
I guess.
So a little sus. So yeah, we're gonna try this, see how it works.
Okay. Next.
Making your own electrolytes and warm salt water in the morning.
I don't do this, so I can't smash or pass, but just from the sound of it, I pass.
I've been seeing people making their own electrolytes on like social media. I've never done it. I'm such a Element girly. Have you had Element before?
Yes,
They're the salt base.
Yes, you gave me one to try.
As a salt fiend, I love Element. But I also in the morning will have like hot water with some salt, like Himalayan pink salt, like a little pinch or two of that in the morning. And that's really nice.
Yeah.
If I'm really feeling fancy, I'll put lemon.
Mermaid Sarah.
Okay. At your service.
I'm excited for this one. Sun maxing.
I don't even know if this is a word or not, but one of our friends' brothers is like on the carnivore raw milk train and he uses this word all the time and it makes me laugh.
So what is sun maxing?
I think it's essentially just like going outside in the sun, getting those vitamin D rays, like you're in a tank top, you're in shorts, like you're trying to get as much sunlight on your skin as possible.
Okay, so Sarah was
scared.
telling me about this and I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, oh my God, I remember this article I read on Kristen Bell who does sun maxing, but she does it to the point where like she's getting her asshole into the sun, like doing yoga and things like that, completely naked outside.
No, I think that's the point.
Yes.
Yeah.
So not a tank top, Sarah. Like this is like
full on nudity.
Full on nudity and really like reaching the nether regions which never see the sun.
Yeah. Yes.
Like to the sun. So like getting a tanned butthole and a tanned like vagina and a tanned peen.
Where are you supposed to do that in the city if you live in an apartment? How are you supposed to do that? Come on, people.
I mean,
we can't all live in a fancy place in LA like Kristen Bell.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, that's that. I am all here for sun exposure. I mean, to the point where I can mix in nudity with that. Yeah, we live in an apartment building.
I mean, go to a nude beach.
Where?
San Diego.
You just like hear the buzz of the aquarium filter in the back.
Yeah, I'm like wondering like where could I get nude? I guess John and Laura's because they have a house.
Yeah, well, there's Denny Blaine Park here in Seattle. It's a nude beach on the lake. Apparently, like the LGBTQ community, it's like kind of, I think, I don't want to say like reserved for them, but I think it's more.
I'm an ally.
No, like I'm an ally too, but like I also feel weird though. Like if anyone here, like, can someone tell me this? I am an ally. But as like someone who is straight, I feel like awkward feeling going into the situation because it's a safe place for them. But as an ally, like I just don't know where I stay. Like
as an ally, you're a safe place, like,
so it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Apparently, though, the police have been raiding the park and saying it's actually not a nude beach. So now it's not a safe place. I don't know. I would be interested in looking at the like, what do you call it?
The
news, the laws, the news, like what's going on, because it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Okay. Ocean glow. Immediate
smash. That's like the biggest thing I miss about living in San Diego.
Yeah. Like the skin is glorious. The hair is glorious. Like you feel great after like a long beach day.
Yeah.
Of like swimming in the waves.
Yeah.
I miss it.
And like there's Puget Sound here and it is salt water, but the water is also so cold that you're like not spending prolonged time in it unless you're like one of the crazy Scandinavian people who live here that just like go in for 20 minutes at a time.
Not me.
Not me. But we should do a Golden Gardens beach day this summer and like hang out actually at the beach.
Yes, like a full on beach day.
Yes, a full on beach day. Yes. Absolutely. Okay, we're wrapping up our list here. We have 3 more.
Okay.
Too much skincare. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stripping it back to the basics. I know you're talking about your eczema adventure here.
I use CeraVe.
I now use CeraVe. I use CeraVe, and I use a Damascus rose like oil, a very simple oil from Badger, which I think you can find them in a lot of health food stores. I think Whole Foods probably sells them, but it's just like a lovely light oil. So I do CeraVe, and then that's all I've been doing.
I think this is random, but I think this is what it feels like when you're pregnant and something's pressing on your bladder all the time. I have a binder on right now because of the liposuction, and the amount of times I have to pee a day because like my bladder's being on your bladder is ridiculous. Okay. I literally peed before this episode, and
you have to pee again.
Like, I'm shaking my leg because I have to pee so badly.
Okay, so we'll wrap it up so you can go pee. But yeah, I think all this skincare stuff, I'm just passing on it. I'm exhausted. I can't keep doing this.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I really think that basic is better in my opinion.
I agree. It's easier to travel with too.
Yeah.
Morning pages.
I don't know what that is.
It's a kind of like ritual thing. No. It's like, I can't remember her name. She's an author. She wrote a book called The Artist's Way. And I think she basically like went to a cabin or something for X amount of weeks or months and told herself, okay, every morning I'm going to write 3 pages in my journal, like 3 full pages, like stream of consciousness. Anything that comes up is getting written. And it's supposed to essentially empty everything you're thinking out onto the pages. So then you can start your day like completely just refreshed, tabula rasa, like blank slate.
So it's a journal.
It's a journal. Basically just stream of consciousness journaling for 3 pages. And I did this. I tried it for like a week or 2, and my little ADHD brain, like it was just too much structure. Like it took me like 30 to 45 minutes to write this. And I'm like, I can't do this. People have said though, it's produces like such amazing results for them. And they have so much more like energy and like space to do things, but it was just too much for me.
I'm just
not a big journaler. I'm not a big journaler unless I like really need to like think about something, or like if there's something like really weighing on me, I'll journal. But otherwise, if it's just everyday stuff, I just talk to myself.
Yeah.
Or I sing to myself, either way.
Love that for you.
So I'm going to say pass on that.
I'm going to say pass.
Okay. And last one, structured morning routine versus free flowing. So pretend you didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m.
Okay. So when I didn't have to wake up at 5 a.m., because I worked from home for a little bit, I would get up. I was structured. It was not free flowing. Okay. I had a structured morning routine. I would get up. I would bike an hour. And then I would make a smoothie, shower, and get to work.
Okay. You've always been more of like a structured person though. Like you thrive on structure.
I need it.
Yeah. I can't do it.
Yeah. Like I'm way happier. It's so funny. I'm way happier getting up at 5 a.m., which is miserable, and doing like this hour-long commute versus working from home.
Okay. See, I'm the complete opposite. Yeah. Like I've never been happier not having a schedule.
Couldn't be me.
My only schedule in the morning is wake up, make my matcha, go on Pinterest for like 10 to 20 minutes, and then I can start my day. Well, I also like feed the fish, feed my starter.
Yeah.
And then like rinse my sprouts if I'm growing sprouts that weekend.
Nice.
So very free flowing. So yeah.
Okay.
That leads to the end of our episode on health and wellness routines and our takes on them. Isabella's about to pee her pants right now.
Yeah.
So we're probably going to have to end the episode here. But thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks.
We love you all. And we have some really fun ideas coming up for the next couple of episodes. So stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram. Subscribe. Rate our podcast if you like it. If you don't, don't tell us because we'll cry. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Don't tell us because we're sensitive. Yeah. Tell your friends. Honestly, I kind of want to grow this.
Yeah,
not that we're doing it consistently.
Yeah, it would be fun.
It would be really fun.
Do this more seriously.
It really would.
Not that we're not taking it seriously now, but
yeah. All right.
We just have dreams. 2 girls with 1 dream. Okay.
2 girls, 1 cup. I can't. to go. Okay. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Love
May
you,
everyone love
togetherness.
togetherness. We got it.